Hi, Libra. Okay, so I just woke up from a nap. It's the day of the full moon. It's this date today. I think it's the 12th of September 2019. I'm pretty tired still, but I woke up from my nap and I felt there's always weird noises in my house when I start these videos. Sorry. I woke up from my nap and I felt obligated to. I mean, it was really heavy, you guys. I mean, I was like gonna go out and start a fire, enjoy the full moon. I'm getting ready to come up, and instead I was like, I gotta go in there and do a Libra video. So hello, Libras. Um, I felt a lot of, while I was thinking about you guys a lot, I felt a lot of head space and a lot of heart space, and then a lot of like other space, like work space. So I know that you guys are dealing with something really intense. It's separating your head and your heart. Because I believe Libras, you guys are all in head. I mean, that's totally true because I know you guys have just the space. You gotta equal things out, weigh it out. So I did a pre-shuffle on you guys, and it came through with exactly what I was thinking. The pre-shuffle showed um, how you're feeling, that's not the right timing, that there's a whole bunch of things holding you back, whether it be 3D form, realm, dimension we're in, or whether it be 4D or just not working out. And I just want to, let's just take a little deeper look at it. And I'm going to start with the wild unknown spirit animals. Sorry guys, I'm having a hard time keeping my thoughts straight, even just talking to keep focused. And that's your energy, not mine, because I'm all ready for it. I know I'm tired, but still I can do this in my sleep. So let's take a look at the spirit animals, or who you are, what you're dealing with. Aries in the last video, they just got spirit animals for themselves. So what's going on with them and how they are and how they should be and the difference between that. But let's look for you. So let's tap into you guys some more. So Libra, please help me show the collective for Libra. My spirit guides, the source, the universe, please show me Libra and what they're dealing with and what they're coming through. Please show me Libra. Alright, let's take a good look. Get my sage out of here. Alright. Show me. Whoa. That wanted to come out. The Phoenix. It's the first card we got out. That's a beautiful card to get. So you might be going through a moment. That's what I was feeling. Something with the Phoenix. You know, guys know the story of the Phoenix. Yeah, I won't get into it, but nonetheless, there's a Phoenix, and it has to burn down into complete ashes before it can develop the strength and the magnitude to handle the next stage of its life. In order to do that, to come back and grow, it has to be completely burned down into the ashes. It has to sit in the ashes of the lowest point in order to be reborn from the ashes again. So it's a over and over cycle. It's death and rebirth. It's the cycle of life. The Phoenix is the demonstration of. So I'm feeling, and then the Swan. Got the Swan here. Something to do with self-reflection. And honestly, I think that these both are you. And this is the symbol for Ether, which is the it's the sign out of the elements. It's the one above. It's the crown of it all. And then we have down here water. And to tell you the truth, Phoenix to me is a water. It has water aspects in it in order to be able to burn down. I mean, it has to have all the elements in it in order to be becoming of rebirth. So oh. And then one more flew out, so let's take a look at that. Oh, quite a few. So let me see what I can gather from these. I got the frog, the moth, the deer, the camel, and the elephant. So these to me seem like external elements in this big picture. But right now we've got the swan and the phoenix. And I hate to say it, but I wanted to say they're both yours, but I feel like you're more the swan ring. I feel like you're in self-reflection mode and like all up in the head space. I feel like there's something that's coming in here as the phoenix to help you guide your way through as the swan. But I do not feel like these are both you, actually. I feel like this is one helping the other. Let's take a big look at that. Oh, sorry, my smoke and my sage and all my goodies are getting me all in my eyeballs. Alright, so let's start. Let's see what we should start with. Rider Waite. Honestly, I want to... Alright, we'll start with the... No, I don't want that one. Son of a gun. Okay. It's going to be the After Tarot deck. So let's start with Libra. Let's tap on your energy a little bit. So Libras, there's we're coming out of Virgo season. We're going to be coming into Libra season soon. There's a lot of planets that are starting the beginning shifts of this. Things are going to be, a lot of signs are waiting for the Libra season to get us out of this little bit of a stuck that we're in. The signs are all, I mean, we're all kind of in a standstill. Unfortunately, we're having to go back and relive some things. I know there's a whole bunch of signs that are having to make big decisions right now that change their course and their path because they've been stuck or they need to get out of their stuck. So let's take a deeper look at that. So please show me for Libra what we got going on for Libra. Oh, I had a card that flipped. Put that back. Okay, please show me for Libra. That was quick. So the first card that fell out is the 8. Is it the 8? The 8. The 8 of Swords in reverse. Like I thought. Just like I thought. The 8 of Swords in reverse. Then you had the 3 of Wands in reverse. So you are feeling regret or grieving over a path that you either took or you don't want to take. Something here. And then we've got the King of Pentacles. The Knight of Swords in reverse is Gemini, and then we've got the Wands, which is I think it's Sagittarius. There's a 3. That's Aries. That's Aries. Pardon me, Aries. So you've got Gemini and geez, wake up. Gemini and Aries, and then we've got the Taurus energy here. But I feel like this King of Pentacles. It's actually you. And he's looking at, he's petting his bowl, but he's also sitting here holding his pentacle, staring at it like, man. So there's something going on here. And those are your signifiers for the first one's pulling out. So they're telling me like where your mental state is right now. And just like the swan, you definitely, there you go. You definitely have something going on that you're having to self-reflect on or go back or really think about, or it might even be self-reflection. It's something that you have to go back and reassess. Oh, I just had a couple cards fall out of the bottom there. I didn't get to shuffle them, so let's take another look here. Please show me for Libra. It was quick. So we have the 6 of Swords here. The 6 of Swords is Aquarius. We have the Tower moment. Which can be a few different things. To me, it's like scorpionic. It's fixed energy. It's that rough energy that has to knock you down. But cards with blackness, a lot of blackness on them, I tend to portray as the Scorpion card because there's not too many cards that have black backgrounds. And then we have the Hierophant, which is like system. It is the structure of things, and we had 5 of. So the whole lineup I had here was the 5 of Swords in reverse, the Tower in reverse, and the Hierophant in reverse. These are all in reverse. So this is feeling like a situation that has to fall. You're kind of stuck. You feel stuck. This is a stuck situation. Let's see what else we can get out here for you guys. We've got the 5 of Pentacles in reverse, which is actually a good card to have in reverse. We've got the 4 of Cups in reverse. We have 3s here. We've got 4s and 5s here. We've got the 10 of Swords upright. And the Judgment. Man, we've been getting Judgment a lot. There's something coming that's going to make the Judgment on a lot of things. And then, let's see here. and the Six of Wands. And I feel like this is overall energy here. So you wanting to be successful, something. Let's see if there's anything else for Libra before I start clarifying on these. And the Page of Cups. Alright guys, so let's dig in a little bit before I put my foot in my mouth, which I usually do, getting ready, doing readings and starting off before I actually know the way that the story is going to go, or the way that the cards are telling me. If I start just guessing what they are, then sometimes I get myself in trouble. So we'll just start, and I will start clarifying these, and from there I will get a wider perspective, because I could make this into 6 different things, but they might not be particularly to exactly what Libra's dealing with. So let's clarify on these to see. So let's start here at the top with the first card out we got, which was the 8 of Swords. So why is Libra feeling 8 of Swords reversed? Please show me why Libra is feeling 8 of Swords in reverse. Show me what they're dealing with. And this is also for love. I didn't say that in the beginning, but as most people watch these, you know that energy can be swapped, change, male, female, it doesn't matter. It's depending on 7 of Swords and 2 of Wands. You are feeling like you got, sorry, I just got caught off guard. We got some heavy stuff here right now. But energy can be reversed. Male, female, doesn't matter. King, queen, it doesn't matter. We all have masculine, feminine in us, and they can be interchanged. This can relate to you. This can maybe not relate to you. I kind of just get whatever's sent to me, and I put it into the cards, and hopefully it's for you. If it's not, then just leave it here for the next person. But right now you have the 8 of Swords in reverse, which is opening your eyes on a situation, or that you were in the 8 of Swords about. So it's in reversal, so you're coming out of this feeling of being blindfolded and not knowing the way out of it. However, the thing that you were in before was the 7 of Swords, which is a strategic feeling crossed, feeling like, perfect example is if you were camping with a big group of people and you guys had been camping for days or years or months together, and then all of a sudden someone decided they wanted to run off with all the equipment. And you knew this person well. So it's somebody that's close to you walking away with the things that you love, or things you need, essentials to survive. And that is the 7 of Swords. And then under that we have the 2 of Wands. And it's in reverse. So it's choosing to take another look up at it. If it was upright, it would be choosing between them, but since it's down, it's choosing to look at it in a different way. So you're looking at some situation that crossed you or put you in a weird place, and you're looking at it with a different perspective. And let's take a deeper look at that. So let's do the 3 of Wands, and it's in reverse right now, so let's take a look at why it's there. So show me for 3 of Wands for love for Libra, and why it's in this position. So you had to completely change the path that you were headed on due to a system, could be business, organization, something, could be work. And this is just saying right here that you had to completely change. So I don't know if you can see. This is the path that you wanted to take, and it went upside down, which means that you had to change the path that you originally wanted because of something that happened that doesn't give you the 10 of Cups. The 10 of Cups is the family card. It's the card of overall emotional happiness. It is the card that you come home and dinner's ready, your breakfast is ready when you wake up in the morning. It's what you want. But it had to change. So this is what you're feeling right now. And then you had the King of Pentacles right after that. So we've got the, like I said, the Hierophant, the 10 of Cups. The Hierophant, too, is, and love can be not getting the person you love, but still having them on your mind. And it's in reverse right now. And then you have the 10 of Cups in reverse. So you're not, somebody or something tricked you, or was tricking you, is tricking you, is going to trick you. To me, it feels past already, like it's over the, it already happened. You're dealing with the boom of it now, because you're having to change your perception on it. This person might be coming back in because you have the Page of Cups here in your signifier. But let's look at the King of Pentacles, and why is this King of Pentacles here? And what purpose, or what are you dealing with the King of Pentacles? I believe this is you. But we have the Page of Swords in reverse. So Page of Swords upright would be going into a new upright would be coming into a place where you're going to cut through, you're going to find the truth, you're going to cut through whatever you need to get to the place that you need to. In reverse, it's saying that you're having to drop through all those cuts. You're seeing things bigger, but you cut so many holes in that you're having to take a back perspective, like, oh my gosh, I just took so many cuts in that, and I'm not sure I wanted to see it that clearly. And so now you're trying to look at it. And the King of Pentacles here, he's looking at his pentacle, petting his bowl, and he's kind of in, to me, the pentacle should be using more of like earth energy, logic, but this pentacle, look, I mean, take a look at his face. He looks in thought. He looks in deep, deep thought. Look at him. His eyes are kind of closed. He's sitting right there, and he's kind of thinking. That's the energy I get off of him anyway. He's thinking. So he feels more like headspacey to me, especially with the Page of Swords underneath him. Is there anything else for the Page of Swords? Oh, wow. I don't know if I can take that many, but I'll take the one on. Let me try again. Okay, bear with me. Nine of Cups. But overall, you never wanted to think the way that you did. You never wanted to come through all those cuts to see the truth. That was your wish fulfillment, to have it prior to the person running off with all the essentials. You wanted this Ten of Cups upright, not in reverse. The Page of Wands is putting you in a position. So the Page of Wands is putting you in a position where we have the Page of Swords here in reverse, and we've got the Page of Wands. So this is saying you're having to look at everything new. What you thought spiritually and what you thought in the head was not it at all. It might have tainted what you thought in your soul, and what you thought in your head might have tainted what actually was going on in your heart. And maybe if you listen to your intuition a little bit more, I don't know the whole situation yet, so I can't really say if you should or would have. But let's take a look at the Six of Swords. Six of Swords here. What is going on here with the Six of Swords right next to the Tower? Please show me what the Six of Swords in reverse is for Libra. The Death card. So, you've got the Five of Swords and the Death card. So the Five of not the Six, son of a gun. The Six of Swords is a Aquarius card, and the Death card is a Scorpionic card. Scorpio. It's also the sign of the Phoenix. So we've got these here telling me that you're going through some cycle where you're having to look back. You're trying to get away from these heavy waters. It's in reverse though, and usually this card in reverse is, and upright would be like, okay, you're trying to get out of it. But you might be going through it even harder to get to a safety zone. So they got this boat here and they're running away, but it's in reverse because you're being forced to go through the hard again in order to get to the smooth waters. We see that here with the Death card right underneath it. I want to tell you both, no, incorrect. Oh, no, because then we have the Tower moment in reverse, which means it's not going to hit you as hard, but it's still a booming moment. And then we got the Phoenix originally, which is telling us that obviously there's some cycle of a death and rebirth happening here. So the Tower, let's take a look at that. I mean, death is pretty clear. I mean, we could clarify on it, but it would just keep giving us back to death. So the Tower, let's clarify on the Tower card. You show me for the Tower for Libra. The Emperor in reverse. Let me clarify that it was in reverse. Actually, it wasn't. So I do this thing, sorry, you probably won't see very many readers do this, but sometimes when my cards flip out, there's a lot of things that get in the way. So if the energy is trying to give me out a card, and let's say that it hits this and this and this and knocks a funnier way, I might get it in reverse where it should be upright. So sometimes I just flip it and I do a 2 out of 3. And I did 3 and it came up upright 2 times. So the Emperor should actually have fallen out upright. I don't believe in it actually just exactly falling unless I was in an area where there'd be nothing to hit. Because you guys know, like a bouncy ball, you can hit like other walls and they'll go different directions. Kind of like tarot. But under the Tower moment, you have the Emperor. It's kind of a beautiful energy. I think this is the person that, I think this is the person you're dealing with, Libra. Under them. So you've got the Tower moment with the Emperor. And the Emperor for love is somebody that is exact. That Emperor knows its Empress. That Emperor knows who and what it loves. It knows what its structure is. It knows what its foundation is. It knows how it wants to love. The Emperor is also a card in love that talks exactly about getting the person they love. And if they don't want the person they love, they won't take less than. They might, you know, do or be active with other people dating, but they won't settle into a position of giving everything, giving the all. And that's the Emperor card. The Emperor talks a lot about giving it all and knowing what it wants. We also have fire in the background too. Oh man. And then we got the Six of Cups card. The Six of Cups card is my divine partnership card, and it's right under the Tower moment. So something about a partnership here is going to put you in a weird place. Something with somebody has already put you in a weird place. This person is divinely coming into your life as necessarily supposed to. This could be a new person, this could be an old person. Nonetheless, it's my Six of Cups card, and my Six of Cups card is a very beautiful card. It is the one that talks about past life contracts. It's the divine timing, divine counterparts. It could be twin flame. And it's upright underneath the Emperor and the Tower. So please show me what the Hierophant's here for Libra and love. Take a deeper look at that. The Ace of Cups. So the Hierophant. The Hierophant to me is also very similar to, we have two Hierophants here, both in reverse. Didn't even notice that right away. We have two here. Remember, we had it right in the beginning here under the three of Wands, which is some kind of system, structure, organization that was kind of crossing you, changed your path for not getting the Ten of Cups. That could have been work getting in your way. That could have been something. It could honestly be family, structure of family, somebody or something. Some structures getting in your way. And we have the Hierophant again in reverse, which I didn't even notice until right now. And then the Ace of Cups. We have the Hierophant in reverse getting in your way for making a decision, making a proposal of love, filling that cup up with emotion. It's getting in your way of that. And let's see what else it can show us for the Hierophant in reverse regarding Libra and love. Please show me the Hierophant in reverse. Ah, the Two of Swords. It puts you in a position where you have to make a choice. The Two of Swords. See, the thing about this card is every time, and it is the yin and the yang. She's got yin and her yang. We've got two candles, so she's casting something. She's got the wolf in the background, which shows instinct. So she's got instinct. She's got red on her, which shows divinity. She's got the yin yang. She's got jewelry on her, which shows of status to go past status quo. This card's speaking lengths to me, as it usually doesn't. But the Two of Swords is very Libran energy. Very, very Libran. It's also resonating with me with this swan. So I'll put these both up so you can look at them. So the Two of Swords talks about, look at her, I don't know if you can see her very well. You can see the two candles, you can see the wolf in the background. She's got a yin and the yang on her shirt. She looks like she's on a quest. If I had gotten it in reverse, she would have been making a decision, but she's already made a decision. But she's having to self-reflect before she did. It's a swan. Sorry, my dogs are barking. Let's keep diving on in. Let's keep diving on in. So the Five of Pentacles. So this will be the we'll dive in further if I'm confused on something, but to me this seems pretty straightforward. The Five of Pentacles in reverse. Oh, son of a gun. So this card is about upright position. It's about soul poverty. It's about being homeless and actually feeling homeless. It's feeling like you're on the street. You don't have a foundation. You don't have something to eat. It's that soul lack of foundation. But we got it in reversal. So this could be being homeless and being... So you're lacking all these fundamental essentials, but you're still within good happiness. You still have that person, or you still feel... So it's actually, in reverse, it's actually a good card. It's a card that talks about being okay in the soul, even in a situation that isn't ideal. And underneath that, we have Strength in reverse, which is Leo. And the Five of Pentacles is the Capricorn card. And Strength in reverse is Leo. And then we have Judgment in reverse. And Judgment is, I think Judgment's a mix of a few. It's fire. Again, it's got fire energy in it again. So I would take it as Aries, Scorpio. I mean, we got a lot of fire in this. And, I mean, this person, it could be a number of things. We've got a whole bunch of different cards on the table that are Pisces. I mean, I think I've been going through them the best I can as I've been getting them out. The Six of Cups, I believe is, Six of Cups is, Scorpio. Man, you got a lot of Scorpio in this. Scorpio can also be just a reminder of birth and death. So it's just that cycle as well. But strength in reverse would be weakness, and judgment's coming. It's having to make a decision. But the thing that's weird about it is we have that soul poverty card in reverse, but then we have strength and judgment. So I want to get a little bit more clarifying on this. Show me what that means for this. Is this I'm having to make a decision? It's the Seven of Wands. It's having to defend it. So you're having to defend. You're having to defend your new path because it's already crossed you once. That or a past situation that you're getting into right now is very familiar to one that you've already gone through. Take it as it resonates. But you will be coming up on a judgment moment where a decision or your karma will have to be faced. Something's going to be having to be faced here. And we've got the Four of Cups. Holy smokes. We got a lot of scorpionic energy in here. We've got the Four of Cups in reverse. And the Four of Cups upright is talking about somebody that's looking at, man, I've got 3 cups in front of me, but this fourth one, man, I just want those 3. I really don't want this one. I'm going to empty whatever I'm drinking out of this one. I'm going to make a little stream with it because I'm bored. I got nothing else to do, but I really want those other 3 that are over there. So I'm just going to dump out what I have. It's one of those situations where the grass is greener on the other side. But in reverse, it's saying, okay, I have this 1 cup. I can see all the other 3 options, but they don't make my emotions happy. So it's the opposite of that. It's saying that this 1 cup is my green grass. This is my green grass. This is what I want. You've also got the Five of Cups, which could be, the Five of Cups could be a few different things. In this deck particularly, it's like spell casting. It's like manifesting. It's manifesting what you want. That 1 cup that you have now that the grass is greener, you are taking it. However, we have Temperance in reverse, which is my spirit guide card in reverse. So it's also scaling the balances, which means that there could be some karmic decision making coming up here, meaning that you have to go through something that may alter the way you think, which either push you further into this or it'll push you out of it, and you'll have to make a decision going back in head and heart. And maybe that's where this whole thing is coming from, when I felt in the beginning of this rush of like, well, I don't know what to do here. I don't know what to do here. I feel like this is what I want. This is my 10 of Cups, but I can't get that because this is why. But it's in these right here, it's telling me that it's probably going to keep coming up until it dissipates. And I think this is just Virgo season as we're dealing with it. It's putting us in a cloudy place. You're having to reflect. Even though you don't want to, you're head straight in one direction. You're in a cloudy place. We've also got underneath the Temperance the Sun card in reverse, which is also Leo, and that is saying that's a good card. It's always a good card, but it's saying that it's not yet. There's something not yet about your grass being green. So let's look a little further. So the 10 of Swords in reverse. Please show me what the 10 of Swords in reverse is about for Libra in love. Oh, that was a lot. 5 of Pentacles again. So you've got the 2 of Pentacles, the Magician. So you're trying to keep so that you're in a position where you're feeling. Let me sit on this for a minute before I talk too much. You got 5 of Pentacles again, and this time it's upright. And then we've got the Knight of Swords. This is the Magician in this is a manipulation of the mind, but this isn't you, and this isn't the other person. This is right under a yin-yang symbol again. It's under the divine. It's something coming in and completely manipulating the situation. It's completely changing perspective. And just like I thought, it's coming in to bounce in and out and bounce in and out. Well, are you sure you wanted that? Are you sure you didn't want that? Are you sure you want this? The situation is very bouncy. I will say it's very bouncy. That's Libran energy to begin with. I mean, we got the scales here. You could put some, put some more attention on this side. It goes down further. Or, you take some out and you put it on this side. It goes down. So it's like wherever your attention is, there's something else that's going to lack. It's just always the balance. It's a balance. So we've got the balance. So there's something here that's causing you heartache. It's either going to happen, it has happened, or it will happen again. So it seems like there's a ball. They're going to continue trying to keep this idea. And this pentacle dude, he's throwing it up in the air, but he's also looking at the different heights, the different the different balls, the way they feel. He's deciding if one is better than the other. What do I keep in the air? Is it worth keeping them both? It's also making a decision to decide which one you want. Even ultimately, if it puts you in the space of mind pain, heart pain, soul pain, kind of a betrayal pain, maybe to yourself or to somebody else. But it feels to me like one way or another, you're still going to be hurting. So the Magician in reverse is a manipulation of the situation. And it's also right on top of the Five of Pentacles upright, which is the Soul Poverty card, if you remember. So there is a manipulation that's going to put you right back in something, and I don't believe it to be you or this person. It's just a situation that you're in, whether it be other people. It's going to put you in a position where you're like, man, ouch, that hurt again. That hurt again. I'm not sure that this is what I really want. And for Libras, I gotta say the worst thing is to have a situation be bouncing in and out, because you guys can do that all on your own. You can bounce a situation in and out a million times and it'll be all in your own doing, but right now there's something else doing that for you. And I want to get to the bottom of this. At the bottom we had Knight of Swords. So this is somebody running, and this is you. I want to say this very clearly. At the end of this heart, at the end of this sequence, let me see if I can pull these out so you can maybe get it. So I want to say there is good things at the bottom of this, but we have here the Ten of Swords, which was talking about having to deal with something, again, the bouncing in and out here, making that decision, something manipulating, something bigger, something coming in and changing a perception, making an illusion, something you're manifesting, not coming right away. You're not going to get the whole part that you want. Then we have here the Soul Poverty card, which is going to cause you pain in the soul space. And then we have the Knight of Swords here, which is rushing through. And I honestly, if I could just change these cards around really quick, I feel like this dude is coming in to just cut the shit out of it. Cut the shit out of this Magician. He's like, I don't want you here. And I feel like that's you, Libra. You're coming in and saying, I don't care what this is, what it isn't. I'm about to tell you what the truth is on my white buffalo. I'm about to tell you I'm about to ride my buffalo as fast as I can to come in and change what needs to be changed. That's actually really beautiful, but we're gonna keep diving in. We're gonna see what we get here. So let me hold on. I didn't ask for nothing yet. For the Judgment in reverse. So let's see what Libra's dealing with Judgment in reverse regarding love for this season. So Judgment in reverse for Libra. Can you clarify on this for us? Judgment in reverse for Libra. The Ace of Pentacles. New 3D. New 3D. The squirrel being busy. Something new has to happen. You have to, I just said this in the last video, you have to cut out some things to allow space for new things. If you haven't done that yet, you better start on it, because it's going to do it for you if you don't. Man, we had the Pentacles at the beginning of the reading, and now we have it at the end. This is all about 3D world. So we've got Judgment coming in here to crack the mold of whatever you've built for your 3D. We've got the Ace of Pentacles. The Tower Moment's already going to do that for you if you haven't already realized. The Tower Moment is the break of foundation and having to make a new concrete foundation for whatever your life revolves around. Then we've got the Ace of Pentacles here. The Ace of Pentacles shows us that we have to come into a space to be willing to accept it new. We have to be willing to accept that maybe the house that we live in, or maybe the job that we wanted, or maybe the car that we've had isn't going to necessarily be beneficial for us. So we work on getting something new. We work on a new career. We work on that new thing that we want. And this ties in perfectly with that. So it is making the decision, is making the decision to decide to go forward with the decision that you make, the path, the grass that's green. You got the Page of Pentacles in reverse, which means that there's going to be a journey in some sort of fashion that's going to put you upside down in the 3D realm. It's going to put you in a position where it doesn't mean it's not worth going for. It just means that there's a position that you're going to have to fight through. The Page is a young, I would call either a kid. It could be a kid that'll put rock their world a little bit. It could be a person. It could be a beginning or a younger soul going through some turmoil. So it's like the beginning of the journey that you're just beginning on the journey. Like you're just getting the understanding of what the journey entails. I mean, it's in reverse. So it's the hardships of the beginning of the journey that you always have, like a new job, having to learn all the stuff. So it's that in reverse. So it's going to be a little bit rocky in the beginning to get it to the place it needs to be. And at the end, we had the King of Pentacles again. And this time, he's looking real smug with all of his people behind him. Look at all that gold he's got. He's looking real happy. He looks like he's got it all, and he's sitting in a position where he's ready to take his throne. I'm also going to clarify on the signifiers, but to me, it looks like there's a decision that needs to be made. It's going to be throwing you around a little bit. The universe is throwing you around a little bit. And I'm going to clarify the last few cards with another deck to see if there's anything else that comes out in triples or doubles or whatever the case may be. But let's clarify on the Six of Wands energy here. And the Six of Wands energy is Leo. It's a fixed energy, but we also got the... Oh, that was fast. And then here we got the... I feel like we already got this card. No, we didn't. The Eight of Cups. So this kind of... Eight of Cups reminds me similar to the Five of Pentacles. It's kind of like leaving, and it's in reverse. So it's leaving something behind that actually you either loved or you wished that to be your path. It's looking at something, and this is just the overall energy. This isn't what you're gonna do. This is nobody's gonna make the decision for you ultimately. But the seven, no, it's eight. Yeah, the Eight of Cups is just looking back and saying, okay, well, this is what I'm looking back at. It was a decision to leave whatever situation it was. It could be the situation that's holding you back. It could be the situation that's got you confused. It could be any other situation, but it's looking at that and assessing. And it's reverse, which is telling me that you've already made your decision. It's just the overall energy for it. So is there anything else that you want to show us for this lineup, which is the Six of Wands for Libra love? The Ace of Cups. Dropping your burden, coming in with a full cup. Sacrificing everything, dropping it all. It's pretty beautiful. Ace of Cups, coming in to give it. Coming in to give it, I'm just going to drop the shit behind it because I'm not going to look at it again. And let's look at the Page of Cups. Please clarify on the Page of Cups for Libra in love. So I saw this card originally, the Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune! So whether you wanted it or not, you had to deal with it. Whether you wanted to deal with it or not, it was coming around either way. It was doing a full 360 to come on. Oh man, and then we've got the Six of Swords in reverse again. The Six of Swords in reverse, Aquarius energy. The Six of Swords in reverse, so wanting to move from rocky water to smooth water. Is there anything else that you can show us for Libra and love? Is there anything else you can show us for Libra and love about this lineup? Because to me, it just looks like there's a whole bunch of hoo-ha, and there's not the King of Swords. Hey, you're showing up here. You will make the decision that is best suited for you. That's time. You're gonna cut through the bullshit to find the real shit. you're gonna find it. Pardon my language. But you're gonna find what you want at the end of this. You're gonna come out the King of Swords, which is beautiful. And it's a man of truth. It's not emotional. It's clarifying. It's a energy of being grounded, but still, it's that sword energy. I'm gonna cut through this, and I'm gonna see through it. And once I find out what it's the end of it, then I will make my decision, and then my path will continue, and then judge me. Judge me. The King of Swords is somebody that you wouldn't mess with in a argument. I wouldn't bring the King of Swords into one. Nor would I the King of Pentacles. That's a brute man as well. And you come up as the King of Pentacles and the King of Swords. And let's see if there's any. Oh, there is. I wanted to take me out this card too. So for the last ones, I'm going to pull on the Rider-Waite and the before I get your guys' advice and a few other moon cards. We have picking the pasture you want because the grass, and yeah, the pasture is probably your own. Now that I'm looking at this, instead of looking at the neighbor's pasture and saying, man, well, their pasture looks really nice, their grass is greener than mine. It's looking at your own pasture and seeing what you could do with it. And then you've got the Ten of Pentacles here, and it's utilizing what you've seen. It's not sitting next to that tree looking at everybody else's stuff. It's looking at your own because it's in other one, because it's in reversal. So it's sitting here, playing with the view. It's sitting here looking and saying, well, this is my house. This is what I want. This is my way of looking. This is my pasture. This is my grass. I'm going to make it as good as the neighbors. I'm going to get that Ten of Pentacles. I'm going to get that energy here. I'm going to get that Ten of Pentacles here. I'm going to get it even through the soul poverty. The problem about this is I would say it's a love reading, but with Libras, ain't nothing coming from the heart with them unless it's straight from the heart and they get their head out of it. So what I mean by that is like a Libra, you'll get sit down and talk about Libra things with a Libra, but they're never really going to put their heart into it unless it's completely their own. So you can talk to a Libra, and the Libras are going to sit there and they're going to tell you, they're going to play devil's advocate with you. They're going to say, well, this way and this way and this way and that way, and this can make this happen or this, and they're going to give it to you from different perspectives. So it's really nice. They're always really chill. They're always really calm. They have a cool, collect way about them because they can see it all. They have their perspective. They don't put themselves exactly in it so that they don't feel that, because it's easier to use their head because it's natural to them to balance it out. I'm also going to pull some moon cards because it's a full moon. Why not? Ultimately, though, I feel like Libra season is coming. It's coming on fast. And this reading is going to change. I probably would say next week. Wow. They just stealing things from me really quick. Pretty much took the whole deck out of there. Alright. Show me for Libra what this path is going to be teaching them. I haven't gotten this card before. Creation. This path here is for creation. It's for creativity. It's teaching you how to strategize to be successful in either business or projects. It's using everything you got, good or bad, to make the best of a situation. Let's look if there's anything else. I haven't gotten creation. That's a beautiful thing. So this lesson, this path right now is teaching you creation. So it's teaching you creativity. It's teaching you problem solving skills. It's teaching you and the masculine. How to become the masculine. If you're not masculine, how to be in touch with your masculine, your divine feminine, the yin and the yang. Maybe the divine masculine in you, if you're not a man, if you are a woman, needs to be looked at. It needs to be brought the creative side out of for this whole strategy. It doesn't look terrible, though. And I'm going to give you guys advice for this. And to me, this seems like the only thing that you really need is to stay present. And, I mean, that's what I feel like they're going to tell me in these. And this is the Colette Baron Spirit Animal deck. That's one of my favorites. Please show me what Libra needs to deal with for love for this season. Please show me what Libra needs to deal with for love for this season. Let's give them some advice if we could. Please show me advice for Libra. Let's see. We've got Starfish Spirit, open to infinite possibilities. Remember being creative here. We have Cat Spirit, claim your independence. Claim your independence upon this path by being creative, by owning your masculinity. I mean, look at these advices that they're giving us. We've got the masculine, we've got creation here. Catfish. We've got all these telling you to harness yourself, harness the creativity that's flowing. We've got Dog Spirit, which is be loyal to what you love. So the soul poverty here, which is, that just opened my mind at something bigger as well. The soul poverty in here is that whatever you love, you're letting everything else get in the way of it. Whether it be the past, whether it be the present, whether it be the system, the way things should be, the structure that it's. And that's why I got soul poverty so much for your guys, is because if you allow that to continue, it's only ultimately going to put you in a place where you're going to have to keep reliving it. In this way or 10 other different ways. This is just one big small factor of a bigger picture, meaning that if you don't deal with this situation, be loyal to what you love, it's going to come up again and again, whether the thing you love changes or not. Is there anything else? Because that was pretty beautiful. I'm not sure if there's anything else. Let me see. So once you are loyal to what you love, you claim your independence, you're open to all the possibilities, the abundant universe will provide. And remember I talked about that white buffalo coming in, and you were riding it? You're coming into, you were coming into, where were we with that? I had him somewhere here. Oh, the white buffalo. Yeah, you were riding in there to correct that situation, to go after what you love, to be creative and have enough creativity to change the path. Well, here we have the buffalo spirit again. Go on and ride your buffalo, guys. Go ride that buffalo. The abundant universe will provide. Just saying. Be loyal to what you love. Stay balanced, Libras. And I love doing this. Like, subscribe, share. I hope you enjoyed what I got for you. It is the full moon, so be wise, be safe, and I will see you next time, and I hope we can look at what you chose and how it affects your later path. Thank you, guys.